Hello friends, I always share this example to show why roadmaps are important. For example, imagine there are 100 concepts in JavaScript. Now you pick a random project in JavaScript and it uses around 30 concepts of JavaScript out of those 100, okay? Then you pick another random project and it uses 25 concepts. But you know what? Around 20 of these 25 concepts of project 2 are same and common concepts which are used in project 1 also. So this is the pattern, because the most important concepts repeated in every project and in interviews also. The whole point is you have to master only 20% of the concepts which are used 80% of the time in application. Do not make the mistake of trying to learn each and every concept, each and everything, and then remember nothing. Be a smart learner. Okay? Now the question is, what are those 20% concepts which we must know in JavaScript? For that, today I am going to show you the JavaScript roadmap from beginner to expert in 7 levels and focusing mainly on the super important concepts. If you are new to JavaScript, then all the steps are and concepts, then you will know all the steps to become a JavaScript pro. If you already know JavaScript, then this roadmap will help you in identifying the most important concepts which you are missing in your JavaScript knowledge. And if you are preparing for interviews, then congratulations, you are in the right place. I will be mostly focusing on the important concepts, and I will also highlight the concepts which are extremely important from interview point of view. Okay? Now to maximize the benefit from this video, I have got a challenge for you. As we progress in this roadmap, just note down the concept which you don't know, okay? So that by the end of this video, you will have a list of topics and concepts which you can learn to become a complete JavaScript pro. And yes, I will just name the concepts with a very high level idea and I will not go in detail because this is a roadmap, not a tutorial, right? So let's start the roadmap and jump into level 1. Level 1 is JS Foundation. In JavaScript, we play with the elements in browsers, right? So before JavaScript, we should have a very good understanding of the HTML basics. For example, what is the structure of an HTML? And here, what is the document structure? What are the main document elements? Next, you should know the common HTML tags like these, which are used to group the elements in HTML. Next, the form and input field like these, which are used to interact in your, which used to let the user interact in your page by using the forms and input fields, right? Next are some semantic HTML tags like header, footer, article, sections, which are used to give a proper structure to your HTML. So again, HTML is a very big, but these are the basics and essentials of HTML which you must know. Next comes the CSS basics, where you will learn how to style your web page or HTML, right? Here first explore the inline, internal and external CSS. And most importantly, what are CSS selectors like type, hash ID, dot class, which are used to target elements to style them. Okay, that's it. Once you understand this HTML and CSS basic, then we can start JavaScript. So in JavaScript basics, start with what is JavaScript and then how it is run by the JavaScript engine. Okay, then you should also know the difference and the client side, server side. What are the client side and server side? Okay, So that is all level 1. This is the foundation of JavaScript which you must know. Now from level 2 we will start with the actual JavaScript. Here are the topics: variables, data types, operators and conditional statements. Multiple very basic topics. So what are there inside it? Let's explore. First we will talk about this is all about the JavaScript coding, okay, right? You have to use this in your coding only. So in variables, first understand what is the difference between var, let and const keyword, and when to use which one in which situation in your application. Then dive into data types, including the primitive and non-primitive data types. Primitive like your string, numbers, booleans, and non-primitive like your arrays and objects. Okay. Also here understand the difference between null and undefined, and then focus on type coercion, which works with the data types. Okay. So this is about data types. Next, cover the operators we have in JavaScript. First, the type of operators. For example, first category is binary operators, where we have all these arithmetic, comparison, logical. We should know all these operators. Okay. Why they call binary operators? Because they perform operation on two operands. Okay. Then we have unary operators like this. They perform operation on single operand. And finally, ternary operator, which perform operation on three operands. Okay. So I hope you already know this. Okay. Next, understand the concept of operator precedence. Very simple, but might be you are not aware of this name. And then we have the spread versus rest operator comparison, which is very important from interview point of view. Again, I am only covering the top concepts, not all the concepts. Okay. After this operators, you have to master the conditional statements like the if else and switch, to which control the flow of your program. And then yes, you have to understand the difference between double equal to and triple equal to. That's it all about level 2. And here are the concepts I pointed, which are often asked in interviews very much. That's why I pointed them. Okay. Make sure to give slightly more focus to them. Now let's go to level 3. Level 3, where we will explore the arrays, loops and strings. Again, very important. Agree? But before continuing, I want to give a interview tip. Many candidates ask me they forgot the answers in interviews and feel nervous. One of the reason is they prepare so many random questions and at last moment they don't remember anything. So focus more on the top JavaScript interview questions instead of all the questions. Prepare less, but prepare solid and prepare smart, so that at least you should remain confident in the interview. Okay. Now let's continue with the roadmap. Alright, so here is our level 3, arrays, loops and string. The first our target is what? That is arrays, which is used to store multiple values but of the same data type in your program. Okay. Here you will learn about array methods like push, pop, splice, slice, map, filter, for each, reduce. So again, there are many methods, but I am pointing to the most important one. Then you have to also explore the array destructuring concept and understand the array like objects concept. Okay. Next are loops, which are used to repeat the actions. Here explore the type of loops like for, while, do while, for of, for in, for each. Okay. And then also explore the break versus continue difference, which controls the loop, which can break, they can break and continue the loop. Okay. Finally, we have the strings. Here again, string methods are important like length, caret, slide, slice. There are many methods. I only pointed the most important one. Okay. Inside a string, also understand template strings versus string interpolation. Very important concept. Then what is string immutability? So that's all about level 3. Now from interview point of view, these 3 topics are very important and are often asked in interviews. That's why I pointed them. Alright, that's it. Now we will go to the level 4, and slowly the complexity level will also increase. Here we will cover functions and the DOM manipulation. It's like a very good thing in JavaScript. So let's start. First we have the functions. Functions are like the true power of JavaScript. In every programming language, functions, are very important. So learn about function, how to create them, and what are their types. Now there are many kinds of functions, and I have divided the functions in JavaScript in 2 categories. One is essential functions. These functions you must know, okay, at any cost. What are these functions? Named and anonymous function, you must know. Then function expression. Then we have the modern arrow functions, very important. Then callback and higher order functions. Okay, so these are the essential functions in JavaScript which you should know. Then there are some advanced level concepts about functions which you should which are slightly optional. Advanced concepts like pure and impure functions, then currying, this is the concept, and then call, apply, and blind. So first focus on essential and then come to advanced. Now after functions we have the DOM manipulation, where you will learn how interact with HTML, how DOM interact with HTML to create the elements inside the DOM. Okay, so here learn the selectors like these: get element by ID, by class name, and by tag name. Very important. These are used to grab the elements and manipulate their properties. Then query selector versus query selector all are like next level selectors for you. Now from interview point of view, essential functions and the selectors are very important. Alright, so that's all about level 4. Now we will go to level 5, where we will cover some advanced concepts in JavaScript. Okay, so what are the advanced concepts? And the most popular one everybody knows, that is closures. Okay, understanding closure, how they relate to lexical scoping. This is a game changer. If you understand this, you are a JavaScript developer. Okay, then you have to know the benefits of closures, which can be asked in interviews. That's why I have pointed it here. Next, move to the error handling. So first basic error handling with the try, catch, finally, and then slightly advanced with throw statement. And also learn some different types of errors in JavaScript. Finally, explore the asynchronous programming. Very important nowadays. Here, first understand the difference between synchronous and asynchronous operation in general. Okay, then based on JavaScript, what is the difference between set timeout and set interval inside asynchronous? Okay, and next, promise me to learn the promises and these 2 functions, because it is super important. Promises are very important. Okay, and similarly this async await, which are used to write cleaner asynchronous code, is also very important. That is level 5, and here these pointed concepts are important from interview point of view. Now let's go to the level 6, where we will cover the objects, classes, and modules. Very critical. But yes, if you want to learn or revise all these top JavaScript concepts in questions and answers format, then you can try my top 300 JavaScript plus HTML plus CSS interview question course, where almost all the concepts are covered in the video lectures. Both video course and PDF book link is present in the description. So like this candidate who used my course to crack interviews and getting offer, you can also achieve the success. Now let's again continue with the roadmap. Alright, so we are here at level 6 where we will cover the objects, classes and modules. See, at this level you are ready for some high level concepts. Okay, so you should be very good up to level 5. After that you should learn with time. Okay, so first start with the objects, how to create the objects, modify and delete the properties of objects. Okay, and by using these methods. So these define property, these methods can be used to modify the properties in objects. Okay, then learn the difference between dot notation and bracket notation. Next, explore the concept of deep versus shallow copy, and here you can learn the assign method also. And then finally set and map objects. Again, I'm only focusing on the main concepts, not all the concepts. Okay, now one more thing, if you have more doubts in previous 5 levels, then make sure to complete them and then only come here to the advanced level. Okay, do not rush. Next we have classes and inheritance. Here first learn the classes, how to create the objects with constructor functions and how to use this keyword in JavaScript. Then understand the prototypal inheritance and how it different from the traditional inheritance. Okay, don't go too deep in classes and inheritance until you are very good in basics in JavaScript. Okay, then we have modules. Explore ES6 modules, importing and exporting, and the difference between named exports versus default exports. Finally, dive into the module bundlers. Okay, like Webpack, we have Webpack to optimize your projects. Okay, that's it my friend, that's all about level 6. Next we have here these topics are important from interview point of view. Next we have level 7, which is like the expert level. Okay, expert, because here we will cover the topics like security, performance and advanced topics. So that can be, as I said, it will take long time to you be an expert because these are very detailed topics. So but I will focus on the important points. Okay, in security, first you have to understand some security attacks like eval, XSS and SQL injection. Okay, then learn security best practices to avoid the above attacks. Okay, next important is performance optimization of your JavaScript application. Here first learn the best practices for your code optimization, like you can do caching, lazy loading, etc. And then explore the rendering optimization of HTML element on the browser for a smoother user experience. Okay, finally you can dive into some advanced topic like your reactive programming with observables using RxJS. Then you can master event delegation, bubbling, capturing with the examples, practical example you can learn. Okay, these important concepts. Next, these are the important methods inside this delegation, bubbling, capturing you have to understand. Then you have to understand web storage. It is basic, it's not very advanced. Okay, so you have to understand the local storage, session storage and cookies, but how to play with them, that is slightly advanced. Okay, and finally the concept of code splitting. Now see, there are many topics in expert level, but these are the ones which are very important and frequently used. So make sure to learn this first and then do whatever you want to do, whatever you want to learn. Okay, so all right, these are the important from interview point of view. And that's it my friend. Now you have to start walking on this roadmap. But before road walking, as I always said, set a right goal. Do not set goals like learning JavaScript. Set goals which are more broader, which are real. For example, you will learn JavaScript and get a good, great job where your salary you will got the 100% hike. So that is like the complete goal. Get something really valuable. Learn but earn also. Okay, earning is very important from my point of view, from everyone point of view. Okay, and if you think my course or book can help you in your interview success journey, then you can try my course of 300 JavaScript interview questions, where I have covered all the top questions and all the important concepts of JavaScript. The video course and the book link are present in the description. Finally, I wish you all the best for your interviews and career.